Buenos dias. Here we are again, innit? So, the reason I'm doing what I'm doing is because I know for a fact I can see lies everywhere, okay? I am totally objective, right? When I was a kid, I moved about so fast, so often, that I didn't stay in any one education system or any one country long enough for them to right? So, and then I came out the other end decade or so ago and woke up. And since then, the lies, okay? Now, let's have a quick look at evolution. How much did Darwin know about planet Earth in 1859, considering that electricity didn't crank up until about 1880? That's a big call, isn't it? In 1859. I mean, what would he have known about the world? Limited, don't you think? Now, I'm going to use logic and common sense. If something doesn't seem likely, using common sense and a series of elimination because that's impossible and that kind of logic and correct reasoning, rather than just going, yeah, like it, because that's just the way it has been going, isn't it, really? Algae chocolate milk, surprised I haven't turned into a chocolate bee. Oh, for another time. 1859, evolution. How did that wait? How did it play out? How do they know? How do they know? There's a short, let's listen to this short real quick.
The Quaternary period at the end of the Cenozoic era, around 2.6 million years ago.
2.6 million years ago. There was plenty of people walking around before then, like caveman, but they're talking about the beginnings of us, right? 2.5 million years ago. Don't forget, a little bit of trouble with the pyramids, not too sure, okay? But we know what was going on 2.5 million years ago.
Here is the structure of human evolution. Homo habilis, one of the earliest representatives of the genus Homo, appearing about 2.4 million.
You know, Homo habilis. Must have heard of habilis, one of our ancestors. 2.4 million years ago. How do they know? Fossils, carbon dating and all that. Just a little bit of trouble with the pyramids, probably because we can see them. Never so good when we've got things in front of us, right? But 2.4 million years ago.
Homo erectus, widely settled across Africa and Asia, around 1.9 million.
Oh, we got some 1.9, it must have been a trail of fossils, like with a little flag. We're the 1.9 million, we're ancestor number 17. That's how it works.
Years ago, known for using fire and more advanced tools.
Hello? 1.9 million years ago. Known for using fire and advanced tools. 1.9 million years ago. Now, the Egyptian thing, there's no answers. It wasn't the Egyptians. It's just a matter of common sense, right? 1.9, 1.7? Using advanced tools and fire. They knew this.
Homo heidelbergensis lived about 700 to 300,000 years ago, an ancestor of both Neanderthals and Homo sapiens.
Awesome knowledge. So they've got all of these fossils, obviously, all over the world, right? And they carbon date them, and they worked out the jaw shape, how crouchy they were, what they ate. 1.7 million years ago, 1.7 million years ago, fire and advanced tools. Advanced tools. They can't even find the stuff that was used to build the pyramids, for God's sake. But 1.7 million years ago, advanced tools and fire.
Homo neanderthalensis, Neanderthals, appeared around 400,000.
Another lot, 400,000 years ago. Awesome stuff. So we've gone from 2.5 million, 1.9 to 1.7 to, I mean, whoa.
Years ago, long before Homo sapiens. They inhabited Europe and Western Asia and disappeared around 40,000 years ago.
Disappeared? Huh. So they find these fossils and then anything? No, about 40,000 years ago, I think they stopped here. This again. Now, this is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. If you cannot see that this is ridiculous, right? Here we are again. This is what has been taught. No. What fossils? Carbon dating. This amount of information. 1.9, 2.5 million years ago. They're telling us that 7 or 1.9, they were using advanced tools and fire. They were renowned for it. 1.9 million years ago. 4,500 years ago, the pyramids. What do they know about the pyramids? You've got to see these things for what they are, okay?
Homo sapiens appeared about 200,000 years ago in Africa and began migrating across the globe. Today, all humans belong to Homo sapiens. The first
So, 200,000 years ago, you heard, just appeared. Must have been a big thing of fossils. I don't know. That's where we appeared. So it must be I don't know, fossils? Heaps of them, right? And then there must be fossils that go. There must be. How else would they know? But isn't it a bit weird that we started there and branched out? Everybody went different places. Is that right? Really? I mean, how? Didn't Columbus and that, they had boats, didn't they? How did, and don't say it was Pangea, that it was the one Earth 400,000 years ago, right? So how did we go walkabout and end up here? How did that happen? That's what they said. We originated in Africa, we appeared in Africa and spread out. How? Doesn't make any sense. What would Darwin have known about planet Earth in 1859? No electricity until 1880. Did I really say that? I'm not sure. No electricity until 1880. It's weird. What would he have known about places? Right? Limited. So, we spread out. Australia, they turn into Australian Aboriginals, right? Dark skin. Then the ones that went up there, they turned into Chinese, with cute little slant eyes and jet black hair. Huh. And then Japanese, slightly different. Come this way, we've got Russia, start the fair complexion, so they all went fair up there, right? Lost all the African colour and stuff, yeah? And then you've got Scandinavia, the Vikings and stuff, all beautiful blonde blue eyes. I salute you. Denmark, Sweden, Scandinavia in general, and everywhere else, right? And Greenland, Canada, the Eskimos. Why are the Eskimos as well? I mean, it's not bad, is it? From monkeys to Eskimos. And then must have done a quick Atlantic. Well, it wouldn't have been called the Atlantic then, would it? But obviously somehow managed to get to South America and ended up with the old good dark skin protection from El Sol, cocoa beans. And then from here they then invaded itself after all that, yeah, and tried to take over everywhere. So monkeys from here somehow got everywhere, stayed there for a few thousand years until everybody had changed complexion, because that's when it's good to go to war. Otherwise, if everybody looked the same, it'd be a bit weird, wouldn't it? So, I don't know, 50, they probably know, they probably have fossils. Oh yeah, look, this is when they start to get blonde hair and blue eyes. And then, someone, boom, started to take over. Started to blow ancestors away to claim land, right? Smart, highly illogical, Captain. It is illogical. It is illogical. And all of the different species, I know that we all come from one freaking, I don't think so. I really don't think so. It's illogical. It is illogical. From here, backwards. I don't know, but this is highly illogical. And why are there still fucking monkeys? It is, something is missing. All of this information, right? It's not just one thing, right? They don't know all of this. It's the same as looking up at the sky and claiming everything, that they know everything. This is another thing. People are so used to an explanation for everything that when I, for example, say something like this, and then say, I don't know where we came from, because nobody can know where we came from. They're claiming knowledge that cannot be known. And then when people like me come along and disagree with what they've said, everybody needs another answer. But they're lying. It makes no sense, guys. It makes no sense. The numbers are not adding up. How do they know this? It's rubbish. It's knowledge being claimed that simply cannot be known. We don't know where we're from. We just don't. Yeah, but what about the DNA? I haven't seen any DNA. Same as I haven't seen a lot of things. I haven't seen photons. I haven't seen a lot of things, right? This is the difference between us. I see things as they are. You guys see things as you are expected to see them. I don't. I see things as they are. This is illogical. Evolution is illogical. So how did it? I don't know. But it's illogical. It's illogical for loads of reasons. The solar eclipse, it can only happen with absolute light, and it is not difficult to work out. urge people to start thinking. I really, really do, right? Because there is so much to talk about. And what's the point? Nobody understands logic. If you cannot use logic to go through something and cut out the impossible and keep the possible, if you cannot do that, where is it going to end up? You just trust everybody else? The one thing my grandmother used to say, don't trust anyone. Anyone. And right now, on this planet, the knowledge that is being claimed cannot be claimed. It cannot be claimed, but everyone's mind is polluted with that incorrect knowledge, and it is incorrect knowledge. Loads of it, and for lots of reasons, right? My mind is not polluted with that rubbish. I see things as they are. And artificial intelligence is not going to take over the world. It's some program that's getting a bit faster. Quantum, it's just, where is it? Why is it not in any devices yet? Why do we crash all the time? It's just another, in about 10 years, guys, you need to start thinking for yourselves. Nobody should have dumped their common sense, but when you're kids, you don't know, do you? The system is after the children. It started out as trying to protect them, but as it carried on, the elder people who were looking down on the children, ready to look after them, changed. And what's happened is the sooner they get them and the younger that they grab them, the earlier they start telling them what to think. That is where the end of the line is. The children are the future. This is it right here, okay? It's like a Netflix movie. It really is. It's like a Netflix movie. If, let's say, they get hold of all of the children at 5 years old and they brainwash them into believing whatever. Every child, 5 years old, in a decade after that, when they're all 15, they are all going to be programmed a certain way. It is that easy to do when you control everything. It's not, the thing is, right, here's the catch. It's because it's not something that us adults, right, that we think about, because it's not going to affect our lives, so we don't really, start thinking about what your kids will do if you drop dead today. How would they cope with what you see coming up? This is it right here. Everyone's distracted. That is why we say they are taking over. Who's they? We don't know, but somebody wants all the lollies. It's obvious, right? Guys, we need to do what we can so that when we pass our children the baton, they've got a better chance. Have a good crack. Right now, everybody's just lying down. Cannot see that. Everybody's distracted, confused, not sure what's going on. Keep the children as free thinkers as much as you can. That is the only job. That is our job. to protect them and just let them grow up. And when they grow, they'll just suddenly know what to do. And you get that. Everybody's do this, do that, do the other. The way they want. You should just let the kids grow up. We've made a mess of it, right? And the sooner they get the kids, the sooner this fucking planet goes downhill. It's a fact. The children are the future. Everybody's missing this. Everybody's like just giving up the ghost, it feels like. This next decade counts, right? It does. I know some people blind going, what is he talking about? Wakey time is what I'm talking about. Evolution does not make sense. And that knowledge that they're claiming over there, once again, a load of rubbish. Knowledge that cannot be known. Everybody's like that, oh yeah, no, it's fossils there. Go. You try it and go and dig up a few fossils and come up with, oh yeah, Homo erectus, 400,000 years ago, and another fossil. Oh yeah, this guy was there, 1.7. It's impossible. They are claiming, have been claiming knowledge that cannot be known since forever. And that has given them a platform to carry on doing it. And now everybody believes all of the horseradish. They are claiming knowledge that cannot be known. I will be back. I'm not sure with what yet. Fuck my inbox. Busting at the seams. 21. Oh.